The complete guide to performing the Revelations Easter egg solo for the first time. You can perform this Easter egg at any time, but by doing so last after Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Der Eisendrache, Setsubo no Shima, and Garad Krovi, you will additionally unlock the max ammo start and the starting RK5. Grab my hand and let me take you through Revelations, Agartha, the completion of the cycle. If you do want to take Gobblegums, Immolation Liquidation is nice for the 2 box pulls that we need, but frankly with the strat I've developed, you should be fine on points. In Plain Sight and Danger Closest are good classics, maybe even stock option. At the start of the game, buy the RK5 off the wall, prone at Quick Revive for 100 points, then shoot the gravestones towards Origins in the order of 2, 3, 1, 4, the canonical order that the 4 Primus sacrifices died in. You'll hear a boom overhead to indicate success. The first 4 rounds are all about optimized point farming. These are the strats for each round. Round 1 is 4 collateral MR6 shots plus a knife, or just a knife if no collateral is available. Make sure to run backwards as you knife to avoid picking up any nuke power-up that may spawn. Repair 4 boards. At the start of round 2, complete the corruption engine to net you 500 points. Take a couple of RK5 shots at the faster Furies to protect yourself. The round 2 point strat is either 8 collateral shots plus a knife, or 2 knife swings. This is the last round where it's viable to pick up an insta-kill power-up. Round 3 is an RK5 burst to the lower body plus a knife. Round 4 is an RK5 burst to the upper body plus a knife or 2. At the start of round 5, buy the door to Origins and jump. The first shield part is here, either close and to the left, across from the truck, or down the right path on a chair. Return to house and buy the door to Shangri-La, taking the jump pad. Turn around and check the landing jump pad for a triangular rock sticking out. This is one of 3 possible locations. Prone at Stamina for 100 points. On your way to Der Eisendrache, check the Primus statue room for a gem part. Buy the Kuda that's on the wall towards the pyramid, then throw a grenade into this hole in the wall. We'll come back to this later. Buy into the DE pyramid, check the pyramid for the gem part, and activate low gravity. The second shield part is up on a wall, either the long wall, short wall, or pack-a-punch wall. Activate the corruption engine. Buy into Kino, prone at Widow's Wine. Check this table for the gem part if you don't have it yet, then jump to Verrucht. Check the landing for the triangle rock. The Verrucht shield part can either be on the pillar downstairs, on the wheelchair directly upstairs, or in the kitchen face down. The Keeper Protector skull can either be downstairs on the shelf, on the wheelchair outside near the engine, or the wheelchair inside near the mob jump pad. Activate the corruption engine, buy the HVK off the wall, then jump to Mob of the Dead. Check the landing for the triangle rock. When you land in the mob cafeteria, check for the Keeper Protector flag. If it's not there, buy into the cell block and activate the corruption engine. Afterwards, check the other 2 flag spawns, across from Gen 3 or atop the mound. Our buildables have been collected, we're almost out of the early game. Film Reel 1 is acquired by guiding a Keeper Protector to the triangle rock that we located earlier. To obtain a Keeper Protector, build the summoning altar at one of 4 locations: Kino, Shangri-La, Origins, or Verrucht. Spend 5,000 points to summon a Protector. The Keeper AI is a little tricky to manipulate into position. There are 2 strategies you can use. If you cook a grenade and down yourself, then crawl atop the rock, the Keeper will revive you in position. You'll be flung to the neighboring island, but you can come back shortly. The second strategy involves jumping to the rock, disabling the close pad for a short time. Guide the Keeper far enough away to where he follows you into a close range, then quickly sprint back and stand on the rock. If done correctly, the Keeper will overcorrect its positioning and get really close, starting the ritual. You now need to defend the Keeper for about 3 minutes. During this time, all zombies will aggro onto the Keeper instead of you, and rounds progress as normal. There are 2 possible hacks to this step. Number 1 is to have the Keeper perform the ritual during a parasite round. Bugs do not aggro onto the Keeper, so leaving the last alive while the Keeper does its thing is the least effort. The other hack is a bit more tricky. If you end up with the last zombie in a round stuck behind boards, you can infinitely repair the window to keep them out. If you've just started the ritual and are jumping back with the round thinning, check the windows and see if you can camp one, trapping the last zombie. Otherwise, you'd have to manage both the horde attacking the Keeper and hold a window throughout the entire round to enter this state. This becomes easier with multiple players. Also, if the round count gets too high, maybe around 11 or so, a Margwa may spawn. If you let it get by you before killing it, only the Guard of Fafnir blast can damage a mouth from behind. Once the Keeper finishes, claim the reel from the jump pad and place it in the radio in Nachtdaron Toten upstairs. Time to prep for Film Reel 2. Fill out your perks. I grab Juggernog, Stamina Up, Double Tap, and Speed Cola. Quick Revive is obviously another high tier option, and Widow's Wine gives excellent survivability. To acquire the points, head to Der Eisendrache and eliminate zombies next to this skull that fell out of the hole above, while the low gravity pyramid is active. Getting 15 kills will unlock the Wolf Mask in Kino, granting a mini stamina up. Whatever you do, do not equip this before upgrading the Apothicon Servant. There appears to be a texture bug that occurs when you put the mask on, rendering the blue rocks in the sky invisible. Either that, or I'm just stupid. I did find a Reddit post on it though. Once you have your 4 perks, head to Der Eisendrache again and perform the low gravity wall run for a free perk bottle. If you get Mule Kick like me, purchase the KRM and Shangri-La, and if you get Widow's Wine or Electric Cherry, just be aware of that whenever you're trying to hold around. If you have multiple people in the lobby, everyone can claim this perk bottle for up to 4 bonus perks all around. It's now time to hit the mystery box. We are going to keep the HVK and swap our secondary to roll faster. Reel 2 requires Lil Arnie's, and Reel 3 requires the Apothicon Servant. You only need Lil Arnie's now, so as soon as you get them, head to Noct and save the rest of your money for the Pack-a-Punch machine. Interact with this panel to trap the big Apothicon Servant, then enter the belly of the beast. Shoot the 3 supporting blobs to drop Pack-a-Punch. Upgrade the HVK if you can. Reel 2 requires you to throw a Lil Arnie into each of the Apothecon's 9 zombie spawn holes. You're going to have to do this 3 at a time. Start with the 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. If you mess it up, leaving the belly will reset the holes. If other people are in your game, they can leave and try to collect a max ammo, one of which is available from your green challenge. If any of your teammates also have Lil Arnie's, they can finish off the group of 3. I chose to stay and wait for a drop. When all 3 are in, 3 Margwas will spawn. The first round is standard Margwas. They each drop a power-up on death, so we're hoping for another max ammo to start the second round. After they're gone, throw Arnie's into the holes to the left. 1, 2, 3. The second round is Fire Margwas with their Earth Splitter attack. The last 3 holes are around Pack-a-Punch. 1, 2, 3. The third round is Void Margwas. Some tips for these rounds: if you end a Parasite round with Margwas alive, they will all be killed instantly. Additionally, if you can save a single zombie and be super careful with him, you can easily perform these takedowns during a single round. When all 9 Margs have been eliminated, grab the film reel on the bridge above the acid, then exit to Der Eisendrache. Head to Kino and place the reel in the radio behind the boxes. Reel 3 requires a Pack-a-Punch weapon, ideally RHVK, and an upgraded Apothicon Servant. Hit the mystery box again with your cash money and roll for the arm squid. Step 1 is to suck up 5 blue rocks floating above the various islands. If you use the hipfire cursor to line things up, that can help your aim when you ADS at distance. From House, look above the Shangri-La jump pad. From Shangri-La, look above the top of the temple. From the Verrucht engine, look to the right of the portal. From the Verrucht to Mob jump pad, look out and up. From the Mob engine, look out past the glowing rocks. Once all 5 have been absorbed, you will be permitted to Pack-a-Punch the Apothicon Servant. Head to Der Eisendrache to start on Reel 3. With our double paps in hand, we will scavenge the map for 6 bones hidden inside of discolored rocks. It's very useful to know these beforehand, and to hold a zombie during this round. Here's the order I recommend. In Der Eisendrache, start the low gravity wall run sequence again, and on the 3rd wall, shoot this rock. From the Corruption engine, fire the Apothicon Servant to suck it up. You'll hear a blip noise on success. If the pyramid isn't active when you get there, move this to the back of the queue. In Shangri-La, shoot this rock above Stamina. At House, shoot this rock in the church kind of high up. On Origins, shoot this rock across from Gen 3. At Verrucht, shoot this rock outside of the Corruption engine. In Noct, shoot this rock from the upstairs angle. I advise using the Noct portals to go from island to island as opposed to the jump pads, as taking a jump pad has the possibility to kill the zombie you may be holding for the round. When all 6 have been sucked up, you'll see a pile of bones upstairs in Noct. If you don't see this pile, you missed one. Shoot the body parts with the Servant to create Sophia, then shoot it again for Reel 3. Take Reel 3 to Origins and place it in the radio at the top of the mound. This will trigger Robot Sophia to spawn in Noct. Head to each Corruption engine, take over the turret, and point it at the large blue rock floating beyond the portal to the left. The turret will kick you off automatically on success. Return to Noct, interact with Sophia, then escort her to the teleporter at Kino. You do have to stay in range. Take the teleporter to Samantha's room, grab the Kronorium off the bed, and place it on the lectern when you return. It's now time for Eggs and Runes. I'll list all the locations in a second. There are 4 gateworm eggs scattered throughout the map. You will have to claim one, take it to the Apothicon belly, place it in a pedestal, then get 10 kills in close proximity, identical to the egg step from Shadows of Evil. When that egg hatches, take the gateworm back into the map and search for a rune. Runes will ping as you get closer to them. interact with the invisible rune locations to deposit the gateworm, then make sure to grab that rune that appears. There are 4 sets of eggs and runes, and each set has 4 possible egg spawns with 3 possible rune locations. 28 things to check in total. Any egg can pair with any rune, I'm just segmenting them based on location. The Kino egg can be in the center towards the Bowie knife, up the ramp towards the Undercroft, next to the Wonder Fizz, or at the Primus statues. The rune locations on this island are at this low gravity panel, the Keeper altar, and at the panel in front of Stamina. The Shangri-La house egg can be at the base of the Shangri-La stairs, outside of the Stamina cubby, near the house to Shangri-La jump pad, or near the house to Origins jump pad. The rune locations on this island are next to Quick Revive, and 1 for each jump pad. The Verrucht egg can be in front of the Corruption engine, above the Speed Cola stairs, at the ZNS test tubes, or next to the Wonder Fizz. The rune locations on this island are by the Kino jump pad, the ZNS test tubes, or in the trap room against the fencing. The Origins egg can be in the mob cafeteria, in the buried tunnel, next to the Wonder Fizz at the top of the mound, or by the Origins Keeper altar across from Gen 3. The rune locations on this island are at the broken bulletin board in the cell block, at the start of the No Man's Land trench, or in the buried tunnel under the lantern. Sometime during this step, you should acquire and pack-a-punch the KRM, purchasable in Shangri-La. You can also purchase the Keeper Protector towards the end to help you during the boss. If you buy a Keeper Protector and let it get 30 kills, you'll be able to unlock the Keeper Protector mask, which gives you +1 hits from zombies. When all 4 runes have been acquired, head to the projector room in Kino and run over the symbols to be teleported to the boss room. Take note of the 4 runes that appear in the bottom right when you view this scoreboard. As soon as you get there, run over to the lectern and interact with the Kronorium. Use Lil Arnie's to distract while it flips through the pages. The book will show you each of those 4 symbols in some order. After viewing the first 3, you can deduce the 4th, so run back to where you spawned in. Floating in front of you will be a rotating set of symbols. This includes more symbols than just the 4 that you have. Interact with the correct symbol when it pops, doing so 4 times to complete the sequence. Fire Apothicon servant shots to your side to stay safe and not obstruct your view. A white light will flash on success, dropping a max ammo and starting Boss Part 1 Phase 2. Time to swap over to the live run. Let's break it down. 4 different room types will trigger, inside which you need to eliminate 2 Margwas as fast as possible. The fastest elimination method is to spam the heads with the KRM as soon as they spawn, using the Servant for defense. It is possible to one-shot these things, it's just pretty hard. Here are the rooms. The low gravity room enables low gravity. Stay in the beams of light to avoid taking extra damage. If you're in the air, you're fine. Just don't run too much in the red. The red room spawns lava on the floor. This is probably the least stressful. Here, after completing room 2 or at the start of room 3 is when I suggest grabbing the max ammo to refill the KRM. The purple room spawns moving lightning that you need to avoid, and the blue room spawns walls that can trap you. Pay attention to the lightning on the ground. On completion, the summoning key will appear. Grab it and you'll be teleported back to the map. We now need to throw the summoning key at 7 objects across the map, absorbing them. It is possible to hold a single zombie when doing this, just typically tough to do off-rip. The 7 objects are the Chandelier and Kino. If you miss this initial lineup, just grab the ball and go on to the next one. Move it to the back of the queue. The rest can kinda be done in any order. The clock above Der Eisendrache, the pole at the stairs in Shangri-La, the gravestone at the mound in Origins, the poster in the mob cell block, the fountain in Verrucht, the red barrel in Nacht. If you ever lose the summoning key, a beam of light similar to the mystery box will emit from it. It will be blue on this map like the traditional box, as opposed to the green light for the actual box here. The summoning key is also prone to glitches. The most common one occurs when taking a knocked portal. Use the jump pads when you can, and when you have to portal, melee the air as you walk through. If the key ever just disappears out of your hands, a death machine power-up will help bring it back. Sometime during this, preferably at the end, unlike me, buy the HVK at Verrucht or Mob to replace the KRM. Pack-a-punch it, then go back to Kino to teleport to the boss room. Place the summoning key in one of the lanterns at the corner of the map, then throw down Little Arnie's and use the Apothicon Servant to farm 15 of the various zombies. When done, grab the summoning key and throw it at Sophia. Immediately use another Lil Arnie to defend yourself for the final step. Run up to the lectern and blast the Shadow Man with the packed HVK. Headshots are more important than raw speed. If you fail this and have to go again, just place the summoning key in a different lantern and repeat. There's a max ammo floating behind the lectern once again. When the Shadow Man gets pushed back into the servant's mouth, interact with the Kronorium to defeat him. And that is it. Revelations, that was a doozy. Thank you for sticking till the end. If you're interested in what's coming next, here's the logistics talk. The remaining Black Ops 3 maps are Shadows of Evil, Shangri-La, and Origins. After Black Ops 3, it will be Black Ops 4, Classic Elixirs, all maps, starting with 9. I'm close to unlocking memberships, but I don't plan on enabling them until I come up with some amount of exclusive content that feels sufficient. Any suggestions welcome. I also want to start up a community Discord where I can be more easily accessed for questions and advice, as well as enable people to party up for runs. Any tips or help on setting that up is much appreciated. Once again, thank you for sticking around. I've been Noodles. You've been awesome. See you next time.